Hey there, and welcome to the round of 16 in the highway to the Zemus Zone 4. We've got the 8 seed Wewbear on your right. We've got the 9 seed Possumorpheus on your left. This is going to be an incredible match between two great friends and creatures galore. Possumorpheus wants to chew up this seed like it's a bunch of buttons, and meanwhile, Wewbear wants to live this week like it's Wewbear week. My name is Sheep Launcher. I am here in the booth with Neon Gray. Neon, I'm really excited, as you can tell, for this round of 16 match. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is a really... this is a matchup that I'm really excited for. We've got two, really solid runners, really close in skill, facing off against each other, and you can see, they're both pretty proficient with this flag set. They're pretty, they're 8th and 9th seeds, so their results have been pretty similar all throughout, which, you know what that means? It means we're up for a really close or hopefully a close match.
Yeah, these runners were slotted into the bracket. They got to choose their first and second round opponents and dispatched of them to set up this collision course. On this particular flag set, looking at the objectives, the 3 standard objectives, the flags are going to be the same for the round of 16 as they have been. The 2 random objectives: defeat Dr. Luge wherever he may be and wherever he is talking to himself, and complete the Giant of Babel.
Yeah, objective number 4, not a lot to that one. He's one of the middling kind of bosses, never too easy, never too hard to deal with. Complete the Giant of Babel, though. That one's very interesting, because people hate clearing the Giant of Babel. There's great XP up there on those bosses, but you usually want to already have that XP by the time you go in, so it's pretty negligible to a lot of runners' methodologies. And I see too here, Wewbear has given us our first glimpse of our hero. That is a Dark Knight Cecil.
Dark Knight Cecil is one of those all-around pretty good characters, especially once you climb up Mount Ordeals. The agility situation can get really tricky really fast. Our runners are going to be searching for all the agility manipulation gear they can get, maybe a ninja hat, maybe a crystal ring, something, because Cecil gets gets to agility 28 at level 45, and then doesn't get to another RA level until after level 70. So that Z fight could be a concern with this Cecil.
I think it's going to tend to be a bit more awkward personally throughout the seed. I feel like both of these runners are pretty comfortable going into the Zemus fight at around standardish Zemus levels. But we'll see how it goes, because sometimes a Cecil that's slightly out can be a problem. Hooks to start and a Yang to go with it.
Yeah, and a Sparkle handing us that hook. We're glad you're with us. We're underway. And that Sparkle, just to remind you, could be a required Wyvern. So our runners have to keep that in the back of their minds. The Sparkle could be any one of the other 4 moon bosses as well, but defeating Wyvern always in the front of the mind.
Yeah, and especially if it's a spot like that, because that's not a very hard spot if that's Wyvern. The real difficulty with a Wyvern there is more about persuading yourself to take the long Baron check, if you get that key.
Yes, and finding the Baron key wherever it is. Wewbear will give us our first check at the Mist Cave boss. Mylon Z, not interested. Possumorpheus, meanwhile, is going to loot out Eblin Castle.
Yeah, I know he likes to hit up Eblin when he's got a cane start, and ultimately Cecil has a lot of the same equipment needs as Cane. You want to get this heavy-duty stuff that can land here. Meanwhile, Wewbear in the mist weapon shop finds a black sword. While Possum's planning for the future here, Wewbear's got Cecil's best weapon in the now, so he's gotta be happy finding that there.
Very much so. And also noticed an elven bow in there. Elven bows sometimes pop up in chests, but it's good to have if you need something to back row glitch that Paladin Cecil later on.
Yeah, like you're definitely gonna want at least some sort of bow and arrow, because that's gonna be the easiest way to get that Cecil back road. Get him taking half damage all the time in the back row, and being able to hit things in the back row for full damage. That is pretty huge there.
Wewbear in the Watery Pass finds a poison axe. Not too bad. Also a fire claw and a flame spear.
Speaking of an elven bow, there's one right there in the right side tower here in Ablan.
So drain sword hype.
Yeah, everybody loves a drain sword. Ooh, and there's a bandana. That starting Yang is very nice.
Yes, and Possumorpheus did run into a trap chest after that, but will go right back in for that bandana. Knows the gold he has there.
Looks like he's making sure to get the left side first, and forgetting which chest had monsters in it. Ooh. Alright, has he been up this side yet? I don't think so.
Wewbear finds an Aegis shield in the back part of the Watery Pass, one of the best physical defensive armors in the game.
Yeah, and the Aegis is also probably the best shield entirely in the game, just because it has what no other shield really has, which is a boatload of magic defense and evade. It's gonna be your best source for any shield-using character.
Wewbear heading up Mount Hobbs finds our pal Kane that has to face off against himself.
Yeah, well, that's just how it is.
Some people go to a mountain to find themselves, and some people go to the mountain to fight themselves.
And sometimes, the mountain goes to you.
But Wewbear putting on that flame spear onto that Kane, and will wait out the Dark Knight and has a traitor.
He has not betrayed anyone yet.
Not yet. But it's only a matter of time.
Which character was just attacking the party?
Hey, they were just staring at each other. Maybe they were just having a friendship staring contest.
There were dead bodies.
Possumorpheus finds a mute knife.
And a black belt. That Yang is gonna be super happy there. Wewbear going for an antlion fade. Makes sense. Once that heal off of Fabul.
Tracker Ike here pointing out that also a silk web in the basement of Damsian Castle.
Yeah, that's a very convenient find. And there's some nice camping gear for sale in Fabul.
Yeah, some of these seeds we haven't seen any tents or cabins show up anytime that it would be useful to runners, so it's always nice to see it early on.
Yeah, especially since, with J items not for sale in shops, it's really easy to just only check one or two item shops, and then just leave it be after that.
Possumorpheus checking the waterfall, and that's a demon.
That's a mist dragon. Oh. And
so Possumorpheus definitely tucking that.
Here.
Possumorpheus tucking that knowledge in his back pocket. Not equipped to deal with that yet. The waterfall is a fast boss for the overworld, but knows where it is and has that information.
Yeah, we're not taking that fight yet, but that is good to know. Meanwhile, the other white dragon is attacking Fabul right now.
Yes, paler than the Mist Dragon. Also dimmer than the Mist Dragon. But just about as annoying. Just in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, they both love to make sure you get spammed with counterattacks if you get if you attack at the wrong time, and it's just the difference is the wrong time for Paladin is always.
But Wewbear takes care of it.
Yeah, and Ikea, our tracker, pointing out that that Sparkle in Baron is now a 1 in 4 chance of Wyvern. And we have a shout-out alert. Thank you, Jason Ellis, for spending those 75,000 channel points for a shout-out. You're really cool. You gotta hang out a whole lot to get that many channel points.
Yeah, Jason Nellis, I've seen him in chat, always providing the insight. So you're awesome, Jason. Thank you.
Yeah.
Possumorpheus found a white mage.
Honestly, Porum is fine on this flag set. She's fine. I've honestly warmed up to her a lot from playing a bunch of this. She's still not my first choice, but you know, and he did also reveal though that the at least the major boss on this hook route is free.
Wewbear, meanwhile, diving that antlion cave. The reward for the Fabul defense, a magma key.
Amazing.
So that hook route boss, not even necessary, although watch, could be a Dr. Luge or a Wyvern in the King Queen Eblin spot.
Could very well be.
That would be too much to hope for.
Yeah, so let this, we'll wait and see before we hope for that.
Yeah.
This is why we keep an eye on what bosses there are.
Cat Claws and Poison Claws for sale in Cave Eblin. Wewbear takes care of Leviathan at the bottom of Antlion Cave, gets a ninja sword, and resets rather than take the walk.
Yeah, can't say I blame him under the circumstances, and that's a lousy Eblan. 2 elixirs, not even 1 Leviathan.
So do you prefer top elixir or bottom elixir?
This is a family stream.
Wewbear picks up his silk web, always good to see. But yeah, going back to that antlion, the problem is Wewbear would have to walk all the way out of that antlion cave. Did pick up some things in the antlion cave, but evidently nothing that he's gonna miss that much.
Yeah. I mean, that's the nature of Antlion. You'll usually find nice-to-haves, but nothing critical in there.
Yeah, there was a samurai bow in there, which is nice, but it's maybe not worth the extra 30 seconds or so it takes to walk out.
Yeah, it's certainly not with Wewbear's party.
Wewbear going to find his good news that mist forms from waterfall.
It's true. That's just science.
It's a science fact.
Yes, and he's gonna go for it. Should be able to do this with relative ease, I think.
Ooh, turned into mist while Kane is still in the air.
That's just annoying. Unlike in the Pixel remaster, where she will zap you if he lands during that, but we're just playing normal here.
Right. Is a little bit quick, so Wewbear will see quite a few cycles, but shouldn't be threatening.
Yeah, and it looks like he's got the timing down for when to send his jump out. And yes, Axel, the Octomeb spot is the fastest in the game, as far as I know, or second fastest.
Yeah, it's blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah. This, of course, is to accommodate the vanilla gimmick of Octomeb's agility lowering every time you hit it after the first few hits. But it means that this spot is ridiculously fast for any other boss. Awesome takes a reset for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, Possum saved and then reset. I'm not quite sure why. I want to say it's a step count manipulation, but there isn't really anything to do there.
Oh, he accidentally started the ship again.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense now.
Yeah, for him it's faster to reset than to land the airship again. For me, reaching all the way over to the reset button is about the slowest thing I can do. So, it's just a matter of how the other half lives.
Yeah.
Possumorpheus blitzes that Leviathan and gets his ninja sword, and he will reset again.
Fair cop, really. But yeah, having the close to hand reset, that is one thing you get for an emulator player.
Possumorpheus is going to head to Fabul.
You'll get the good news.
Now, Wewbear took down D-Mist and is heading to get the character. He has defeated the Mist Dragon, and hopefully he won't forget that he still has to check Village Mist, talk to Rydia's mom. Nobody would ever do that on stream. Forget to check the Mist Dragon. Never happened.
In a tournament race? Never.
Never.
That would be like exiting out a Luca cave without checking the boss on a boss hunt.
It just doesn't happen. But Wewbear will get the good news of the White Mage.
A reset. I mean, it's Porum time.
Or killing the Dark Elf spot but not grabbing the item. That's never happened.
Oh yeah, no, never.
Wewbear picks up another possum, gets one small child, and is going to loot out at the Ebony Cave.
There's good looting down here.
There really is. There's only one trap chest, so it's easy to reset out of that. There's a Thunderclaw for Young. That's nice. It hasn't really found any stat boosting gear or weaponry for that Porum yet.
Yeah, but she'll make do.
Possumorpheus picks up his magma key.
Kieran has knowledge that this is not, in fact, a hook seed.
Asuka giveth and Asuka taketh away.
It's true, she does. The cruelest of all.
Possumorpheus is going to be the first runner to make the trek up Mount Ordeals. Wants to convert that Dark Knight Cecil into a Paladin. There are also 3 boss checks, and there are 2 more bosses to hunt, so even though there's a Magma Key waiting for him, certainly a very defensible play.
Oh, yeah.
And finds a relocated Sushi up on top.
Who doesn't like seafood soup?
Yeah, once you get to the top of the mountain, you're gonna be hungry.
It's true. And Wewbear is going to give us her look at Miss Dragon's bounty. The tower key. That could be very important.
Could be. The keyless tower is off the table, which is a shame because it always works.
Oh yeah, I mean, no one ever lost a race by doing keyless tower. Or by doing the Penguinator special.
Possumorpheus making the trek to the other side of the bridge and finds a quarter leg. It's the French vanilla Elvis.
I mean, some leg is better than no leg. That's a Baron Inn that can just kind of wait forever.
Yeah, Wewbear is going to leave that behind because Golbez is making the Baron Inn his own personal chuckle hut.
Yeah. At last, we go one-legged.
And Possumorpheus will take the safety save. The Ordeals fight. Ironically, Cecil is one of the more one of the trickier characters to do a solo Ordeals fight with.
Yeah, because of course he starts at level 1 and doesn't have any gear on.
And in the vanilla game, this fight is a story fight.
Yeah.
Wewbear following up Mount Ordeals. Shouldn't with his party shouldn't have a problem with
It's
Ordeals
a sand
either.
ruby.
So it's another character check. There could be quite a few characters in the bed that would really help Possumorpheus at this point.
And there are also several characters that could be in the bed that could do absolutely nothing useful for Possum.
Including any number of duplicates.
Yeah.
And Possumorpheus runs into a turtle in here, and not a bad spot to see Kainatsu.
Yeah, like this is fine. He's just setting up his back row glitch right here, and then he's got a nice friend. Oh no, he's just got a dancing dagger. Okay. Yeah, no, that'll get the job done.
Yep. Only 1,000 HP in this spot, so the waves are nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Do want to welcome in those folks joining us from the race over at Randomania. Please don't spoil that race for any of us who want to catch it later, but here we have the 8-seed Wewbear and the 9-seed Possumorpheus. We have a Dark Knight Cecil hero. This is game 1. We're underway. We're about 20 minutes in. No objectives complete yet.
Yeah, and we have not located any manner of wyvern or doctor luggage, so there's both still out there. There is a mysterious sparkle over at the Beigen spot, however.
Yes, Beigen spot is a sparkle. There's one sparkle down, and both runners know that there is a D-Mist in the waterfall. Wewbear has already fought that D-Mist and treated it. And
tower key for the troubles, yes.
Yep. Possumorpheus knows the D-Mist is there, has not attacked it yet. But Possumorpheus has his glow up.
Yep, Cecil has just been through an extremely non-metaphorical situation there, and is now a paladin.
Going to check that sand ruby right away.
I mean, I think if you're hoping for Edge or Rosa, I would think, yeah.
I would think so.
And there was an
And
Edge.
that is an Edge. Possumorpheus does have an open character spot, and it's not like he needs to choose, but even if he had to choose, Edge would certainly be in this party.
Yeah, this is an excellent party that has just fallen into our runner's lap. Which means, Asuka, you gave our players, you gave our runners a good party. Are you feeling okay? Do we need to stage an intervention?
Yeah, a nice party full of some burly fighters and a white mage, and a way to get levels. Both of these runners have to know that this is going to be lightning fast.
And I will say that, while we did discover that Antlion is a ninja sword, both of our runners have also seen that ninja swords are for sale in the Eblan weapon shop. So they know where they can get swords for that ninja boy.
Yes. And there was at least one middle sword in a chest, so Edge won't be stuck with his base level equipment.
Yes, and now Possum's about to get the bad news and also inform us the good news that Todd smells.
Possum, not afraid. Going to stare down the big bad with only 400 HP, but so much to say.
Oh, maybe Possum is thirsty. Good time to get up and get a drink.
There are... oh, you mean like a real drink, not like a Baron Inn drink.
I mean, would you trust the bar at the Baron Inn?
I would not. I'd much rather go to Troya.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Wewbear is gonna be our first racer to check the Agart item shop.
Yes. Yeah, both runners have had the Magma Key in their pockets for quite some time. Neither has dropped the key down the well until now.
There we go. Now, Wewbear is going to be our first racer to open the way underground. Obez now very confused about his circumstances, Yang the only one standing. Now, what's behind door number 2?
Yeah, the only saving grace here is that this spot is very slow, but this is a mean Mom Bomb.
I hate this. I absolutely hate this.
Yeah.
I have nothing good to say about Mom Bomb at this spot.
It will hit like a truck for this party, and even though Mom Bomb is slow, still going to one-shot anybody that Possumorpheus decides to resurrect.
Yeah. So he's very much just hoping for Yang to tank all these hits. Porum gets a turd, and yep, she's... Berserk? Really?
Wow.
Okie dokie.
Berserk Edge...
Yeah, no, I guess... Yeah, that makes sense.
One level Edge in the back row. Yeah. And remember, Mom Bomb in this spot, as in most spots, has a ton of HP.
Yeah, I would actually start to be really worried about what's gonna happen when the explosion hits.
Wewbear finds a Dragoon helmet in the rat tail chest.
Oh, that's... Is that not the key to our hearts?
I believe so, and a curse ring. Always nice to have around.
Like, you're never sorry to have a cursed ring available to you.
And a sparkle. There's a sparkle in the king spot.
Oh, are we gonna go back and save to see?
It looks like Wewbear is curious.
You cannot walk away from that.
No. And Bahamut in the queen spot is pretty free there.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see what Possum's doing. He knew Yang would be able to handle the explosion, and just used his Boreas that he's been sitting on there.
Wow.
Pogo dodged a bullet.
Well, that was clutch by Possumorpheus, and he gets a party rock for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a very welcome sight. We've got a very equipment liking party. So taking this to our treasury, I think we're gonna head straight there.
Bear found a boomerang.
Excellent find to get that edgeback road.
Yep. Wewbear going to dive the Sylph Cave without the benefit of the pan, so looking at a triple dip of Fabul.
People, it's fine. That's fine.
And Possumorpheus is heading straight to the treasury.
Truly an animal of the people.
You know what it's time for?
Raise that treasury!
Nice. Oh, hourglasses, 2 hourglasses. Very nice. Attack of the inventory boss.
Ditching the spear, and the staff. Zeus Gauntlet.
Murasame, light sword will suffice. Great finds in there.
Yeah. That is a solid treasury.
Yeah, we're still short on something for Kane, but it's fine. It's fine.
But a light sword for Cecil, not gonna turn your nose up at it. A nice weapon for Edge, and then Murasame.
Speaking of Edge, Wewbear goes to pick his up, and Possum heads up the Tower of Zot. But yeah, no, that is one of the friendliest treasuries I've seen.
Yeah, not a ton of zonks in it. Like most things, a couple of hourglass twos, which is always nice. I'll say there was an illusion in there as well. It's just a lot of really nice things.
Yeah, like no super high rolls, but really good, really useful. You can take straight through to endgame. And as Plumerian Knight points out, Sorcerer Robe in there, don't sleep on that. That's a great find.
And Wewbear knows that Golbez is hanging out in the Baron Inn. Doesn't seem to be interested in it for the time being, so this could be an edge that Possumorpheus has for a little bit.
Yeah, really, a lot of it is going to depend on what comes of these fights. Wewbear giving us Sheila 1. And going through it so fast I couldn't see.
It's my tail. Go fetch!
Well, we certainly can right now, so let's keep going. That's just more key items for Wewbear. That's, he cannot complain about that.
No, it's a really quick check. Already has the hook and everything he needs. Possumorpheus, meanwhile, climbing up that tower and runs into the Dark Imps.
Yeah, nice, easy find here. Not even gonna bother using that one of those hourglasses that he just got.
Yeah, no need to.
Yeah, you're just gonna draw up ledge flies.
Wewbear making a visit to the grotto.
What do we have today? Oh, the Baron key!
Go fetch!
We're gonna get to identify that first hanging sparkle.
Yeah, Wewbear has a couple of dangling threads here. Has that tower key, has that Baron key. Not starved for choice. So we'll see if he wants to continue to follow the chain,
Yeah.
And it looks like he is. Maybe
Yeah,
going to chain that Baron in together as well.
I don't think he's interested. Yeah, he's looking at it as a party and trying to decide if that's a good idea, I think. And he's just going like, nah, I don't need it.
Yeah. 2 roads diverged, and he went to the left.
Yeah. Possum is through on the first boss of the Tower of Zot.
Yep, 2 more character checks up here. But Possumorpheus has to really like this party. Maybe if there's a Rosa up here, he takes her.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't think that Riddy is joining at this point. But he
I don't
also
think
hasn't even popped anything to go underground yet, so he may feel early enough to do shuffles if he wants a mage.
It's true. Good slingshot candidate as well. And there's Tella.
I don't think he's gonna take the Tella.
I don't think so. But he could.
He could. He could completely rework his party. Yeah. He's just messing with us. What?
Whoa!
He doesn't have any weapons for Kain. He does not have a good weapon for Kain.
Yeah.
He's got solid weapons for an Edge and the Cecil, and the Yang doesn't need anything. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah,
No,
I see why you got rid of the Kain. It makes perfect sense.
I like it. It's bold, but it's unquestionably bold because you could always pick up something for Kain, but you know what you have in Tella.
Yeah, he's got 2 sources of Berserk that doesn't involve him having to deal with the absolute hassle of trying to steal Bacchus wine. I love Kain, but no, that is absolutely the correct call there in his position.
Meanwhile, Wewbear taking on Plague, who has that sparkle at the Beigen spot. So that means the next sparkle we see, it's a 1 in 2 chance of being a Wyvern.
Yeah, we got a coin flip on our next sparkle. There's Dr. Luggage!
On the Baron Throne.
Doing his evil experiments here.
So the sparkle was inviting us back to Barry Castle, just not for the reason we thought.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it is the Water Hag in Zot, and we are about to find out if there is indeed anything good here.
Tower of Zot? More like Tower of Free.
Yeah, it is pretty free, which is kind of annoying, because neither of those bosses are all that hard. And that's the Darkness Crystal!
So, could these runners, who I think have like practiced together a lot, they're good friends, could these runners have taken this any more divergently? This is wild.
Yeah, this is something. They are, this is a seed. And yeah, got the Stardust Rod there too. Like, the Tella is the choice, yeah.
Possum did not forget that he has an appointment in the waterfall with D-Mist.
Yeah, we do not know if there's value behind that tower key. But goodness, the chains that are actually paying off, and well, that's 2 different, fairly lengthy chains that have given value.
Yeah. Yeah, both are required to some degree. And there's our Edward. Hi, Edward.
Hi, Edward. It's good to get to say hello to him.
Yes.
And yeah, there's Possum just going down for his ninja sword.
He knows where he can buy one, but...
You know what? This will probably actually be faster.
He's
got to exit now.
You know, some people just want to defeat Leviathan for the love of the game.
It's true. Or for the love of this this sword you buy at the mall for $49.95.
Oh wait, there's more.
And that's half of Forge. They are both required.
A hard required Baron Castle.
Yeah, he's going back in for it. He's got the poison walk even for it after that. Oh, that's beautiful.
So, he couldn't have planned this any better if he tried.
Yeah.
The poison will keep the paralyzed from taking effect because of the priority of status effects. So this Golbez will try and paralyze the party, will not be able to.
And the unpoisoned cane jumped over the hold. Very nicely done. But what I like here is we've got two mandatory lengthy chains, because the one is, I mean, it's the other one is lengthy in terms of it being a pretty big hike, because that's Sheila 1 to Rat to Baron, which is, that's a hike.
Yeah. But yeah, both parts of Baron hard required. The Baron Castle gives the fourth objective, defeating Dr. Luge. It gives half of the third objective, have Coco forge the Legend Sword with the Adamant. And the Baron Inn leading to the Earth Crystal is also hard required. You need the Darkness Crystal to do either 2 or 5 or both.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's amazing. Rat Tail comes from Sheila 1.
Yep. Sheila gave the Rat Tail, which gave the Baron Key.
Oh, what a delightfully loopy seed.
It really is. And now it appears Possumorpheus is going to drop the Magma Key and actually has some different choices of what to do. Could get distracted. If he goes straight to Sheila, then these runners are just going to kind of walk over each other's steps and end up tied with each other.
Yeah, so it is a real question where he's gonna go, and he's gonna check out Dwarf Castle first. Is it for shops? Is it to check the boss? We know Valvolus is the second boss spot, but I believe that is a free spot for her. And if it is, yeah, that's Yeg in front. Nice and easy. We'll see where if this leads him astray.
Yeah. The Karate Man dancing around. Always nice to see Young dancing.
People die and Yang dances. When will Yang have to stop dancing?
Wewbear gets through the Mom Bomb with no trouble.
Yeah, much higher level than when Possum did it. And going to get his Earth Crystal, and we'll see what he does with that next.
Does not want an engineer in the party.
No, this party does not in any way, shape, or form benefit from a Sid.
It's just like engineers to be ostracized from the party.
Look, it's just how it is. It's the nature of things.
Wewbear is heading straight to Troya. This will give a good indication if he feels behind at all. I don't think there's a reason he should feel behind, but if he does, he might skip the treasury.
No, he's gonna go for it because he too is like, I've got a really equipment hungry party. So
yeah, Edge has 2 hands that need swords. Jane has spears that need to be equipped. Needs a Cecil weapon, and is going to find the good stuff.
Yeah, everything you need for anybody who isn't Kane.
Cheers to our restreamer Oscar424 for getting the right song this time.
Yay! And yet we have people clamoring for Man with a Machine Gun. I mean,
When
look, that is an appropriate Treasury rating song, because if think of like gangster movies of people robbing vaults, you know, they're gonna have a machine gun.
Right, but ironically, the machine gun is one of the few weapons this treasury did not have.
It's true. It's Stardust Rod. Stardust Rod. Oh, and that's the adamant from Dwarf Castle. That is well, not required, but that is an objective.
It is half of an objective. Possumorpheus with the big play.
Yeah, and that's we now know where both halves of Forge are, but our racers do not know where both halves of Forge are.
We are in no mode up here.
At least as far as Forge goes, because we still don't know where Wyvern is.
Well, we don't need Wyvern.
Yeah, I guess we don't. Yeah. We don't. You're right. Duh. That's how no mode works.
That's and that's how 4 out of 5 objectives works.
Yes.
You know, we know where objectives 2 through 5 are located.
That's very true.
I'm
very smart. What was that in there?
A ninja star.
That's not a weapon for Kane.
No.
That's not a weapon for Kane at all.
Well, it's a weapon for Kane in the way that a Drain Spear is a weapon for Kane, in that it's actually a weapon for Edge to throw.
And that's true. That's true. I mean, in that sense, you know, are not all throwable items weapons for Kane?
This seems like an SAT analogy test, and I'm not sure how much my brain can handle it. But while Wewbear is heading up the tower of Zot, Possumorpheus is heading up the tower of Babel and going to check out the top of that tower.
Yeah. As long as he does not have that, as long as he doesn't do Sheila 1, Wewbear is still in good shape here. But if we find Wyvern at any point, that's Killbrainer. That's not a Wyvern.
That's not a Wyvern. Not difficult up here.
Yeah, no, this will be quite quick. Or will it? You know, we found hourglasses in the treasury. Because we're not the strongest party for AoEs, is the thing. But we've got an hourglass.
No. It will take a little bit. Oh, and that grimoire from the treasury is going to be burned here.
Yeah, I think that was somewhere in Eblan.
That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, that ain't it, Chief.
Dance 10, looks 3. That ain't it, kid. Yeah, so the top of tower has a ton of HP. If the big dog comes out, it could be a problem, except Tele Life codes the back doll, so not much to worry about.
Yeah. Oh, did Possum not actually keep the hourglasses from the treasury? He might not have. I didn't catch him in his inventory. He was scrolling through.
Wewbear going back to safety save after the Dark Imps, not knowing that Water Hag is going to be second boss up here.
That's, you know, I tend to think you should always save before going on the second one. I've been bitten too badly too many times. It's just a couple seconds, go save.
Yeah, I don't run fast enough to save any time by not saving. So, yeah. And that's a twin heart from the top of tower.
I'm sure Possumorpheus, the man with the fade twin harp emote, is thrilled to see that.
Meanwhile, Wewbear picks up his Vossum and Lossum.
That does not take the teller.
Not awesome.
You know what? Thank you, Wewbear. Oh, that's a sparkle on that tower key, which is that Miss Dragon required? The Miss Dragon! The value on the Miss Dragon!
Wyvern in the cannon room.
Incredible.
What a seed.
I would have liked to have been able to see what the Witchburn was.
Possumorpheus cruelly deprives you of that.
Yeah, you monster. I mean, yeah, this actually means now that Possum really needs to get that Sheila 1 check done and pursue that.
Yeah, Possumorpheus doesn't have much other place to go that
He's
will...
got the moon to go.
Well, that would be beneficial for him, is how I was going to complete that thought. And is checking chess on the way down, wants to start sneaking.
Yeah.
Wewbear picks up his darkness crystal and is and now has a decision of his own to make.
Yeah. He is heading underground. Oh, where are we going?
So Possumorpheus, sneaking sirens.
Oh, there's a Gungnir in Tomra weapon.
Nice.
And an assassin dagger, very nice. Does not pick up the spear. But,
Possumorpheus has 8 key items at the moment. And Wewbear has 9, if I'm counting correctly.
Looks like.
Going to use the 1 siren that came in the starter kit.
Figuring out his timing to get the guaranteed kill off on his on that assassin dagger, and just trusting hands in the berserk timing, and gets it.
Wewbear one-shots that egg, very nice.
Now gets the swoon very cleanly. Is he going for more, or is he gonna do this tower?
We shall see. The tower really inviting, both because it has 2 boss checks, 2 key item checks. We know that the Wyvern is up here. Also really inviting because he has an edge, and there are 4 alert chests here that he can sneak sirens from. So it was pretty much always the play.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like, he is aiming to clear the tower, which will put him, in one fell swoop into go mode. But it's gonna be an ugly go mode. He won't have to do dwarf, because once he gets the wyvern down here, he won't care about that adamant.
That's right. Now, he could go fishing for that adamant and if he knew how simple Dwarf Castle is to clear, he might go fishing, but could you see him doing that potentially to save going through that giant?
I
It would be a
think
risk.
not with this about to put him into 10 key items. I think is where I come down on that.
Yeah.
Because with he's gonna be at 10 after this, which means he'll just be in perfect shape, just grind straight through.
Possumorpheus in the Fey March to check out the Sparkle. Oh, what a Grimoire roll for Wewbear. When it's your night, it's your night.
Very nice. Everybody loves Odin, and he does a little victory dance there.
Well deserved. He's dancing to the music that he might not ever treat us to.
Very nicely done, and very funny considering it rolled a chocobo on Possum's side. Oh, and Possum is going for Sheila.
If he follows the chain all the way through, he will have both parts
Both
of
halves
Forge.
of Forge, yeah.
Yep, he will have Dr. Luge. He will only have to complete one of Cape Bahamut or the Giant.
And let's be real, it is almost certainly going to be Cape Bahamut.
Unless there is something supremely obnoxious up there, but yeah, Cape Bahamut is going to be your first check every single time.
Yeah. I mean, we still have free in the pool.
Yeah, either the Baron Guards or Kaipo Guards are still out there.
And the Witchbird was Berserk, our friend.
Wewbear, runner of the people, giving us that taste.
That's a chilling vision of the Zemus fight to come. Possum gets his rat tail and another bout with the inventory boss.
And Wewbear starts to open up the chests.
Yeah, getting ready to pull sirens, and
He knows he's in go mode.
yeah. And unlike Possum, right now Wewbear is in the unenviable position of having his route to go mode be through both Bahamut and the Giant.
Very true.
He has not done the Dwarf Castle that provided Adamant.
Possumorpheus, as you'd expect, immediately cashing in that rat tail.
Yeah, this is a thing that the sort of trend you notice a lot just from playing the game so much. If you get a key item that's at your start that can open a chain, it tends to be very likely that item is of importance, and just because it's always there to be used by the game's logic. So that the fact that we got the hook right off the bat is a great indicator that there's got to be something through that hook in some way.
Yeah, Possumorpheus visited Dwarf Castle and picked up that adamant there, and is going straight into Baron Castle. Will eventually pick up the Legend Sword and be in great position.
Yeah, he will get his Dr. Luge and his Legend Sword out of this.
Meanwhile, Wewbear is crying, but Possumorpheus is looking to give him a reason to cry.
Well, yeah, he's he's coming up rapidly on on the Baron Castle dumpster, and what are possums experts at if not rooting through the trash?
Yeah, but as recently as maybe 10 minutes ago, it seemed like Wewbear was in a little bit of a lead.
Yeah.
And Possumorpheus is making up that ground very quickly with the
Yeah.
right choice to go for the Sheila check.
Yeah, that Sheila check really saved Possum's chances here. Whereas passing on the Dwarf Castle has really not done Wewbear any favors at all.
Wewbear decides he's snuck enough sirens, gets a power rope for his troubles.
Got the same chest that Possum used. Got his prize to go with his sirens.
Yeah. But the real power rope was the sirens we stole along the way. I think that's how that goes.
Yeah, that's very true in a meaningful way, because we're gonna get 15 strength out of it. More than.
Luca Key was the another chain that will go unchecked.
Everybody's happy when they get to not follow up on a Luca.
And so Wewbear going to start his egg grinding now.
Assassin Dagger back on that edge. 9 sirens Wewbear has, but he's at 10 now.
Yeah, it does have the 10 key items, so we'll get double experience.
Yeah.
Do you like your egg swooned?
You know what? It's hard to go wrong with a good swooned egg.
Yeah, maybe sprinkle some sriracha on there. Delicious.
Yeah, fresh ground pepper.
Maybe a slice of avocado.
Hey now, I'm saving up for a house.
Well, I
in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only house any of us of our generation will ever get to own for themselves.
Well, joke's on you. I'm not eating any toast.
Neither am I. I could go for some though. and I already have a house in Final Fantasy 14, so I lied to make that joke.
It's fully as easy to buy a house as it is to buy cabins.
It's true. Like, just walk up to the store and go, got 1,000 currency units, preferably pennies. I can get 1,000 pennies. We're finally gonna get to see a forge on one of these.
Yeah, with the Cecil hero, we get a Cecil weapon.
Yeah, it's about a coin flip as to whether this will be good or not.
Possum tried to hand Coco the Luca key. Coco doesn't want that.
No, nobody wants that. Cameron maybe, but she can get it herself. Excalibur, also known as the Excalibur, is 1 damage, 1 attack power. But there's defense swords for sale. Where's your cane now?
Yeah. Possum might be kicking himself for that. Maybe not. But also crystal rings for sale, and that's what he might be.
Yeah, that's almost certainly what he's trying to buy. And got 6k short. Gonna see what he can do to make that up. I think the Thunderclaws could do it. Elven Bow.
Now, Commander Leonhard in chat reminding us, the buy flag is not on So Kane is just hanging out at the Tower of Wishes. If that defense sword is enough to convince Possum to ditch the Tella and go with the Kane.
I don't think so, because I know Possum really likes his double source of Berserk. And also, he's not gonna get like 98k out of his sirens. And Possum does have 12 as well, so this also will not be a too long of a grind.
And Wewbear hops in the airship. He's done.
Yeah, he's got business with a whale. Oh, he's gonna clear the trap chests. He's looking for a cane weapon.
Good place to go. The trap chests have a very good chance of getting the tier 6 Kane items that you need.
Yeah. And answer, sorry I asked. Unfortunately, none of the weapons from the Supersmith pool are throwable. Not even the pointy ones. Bet this is not one of the pointy ones. Oh, right, yes, a Blue Cat Loach wisely going that he's just going to steal Bacchus. That's the smart answer.
Uh-oh. Yeah, why do they let us talk about this if we're...
It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna build up a brand about how good you know this game, and then you're like, oh no, you it's something clearly obvious like that. Oh, apparently you might be able to dart the Caliburn. And of course the scrap metal, which is of course, you can dart it. Couldn't tell you why, but you can.
No. Well, you know, it's good to throw things in anger, or at least I find it cathartic.
It's true. I gotta be careful about that though, because I don't want to hit a kitty. You don't want to get hit by me throwing a piece of scrap metal. And if there were scrap metal on the floor, you would go, oh, it's shiny, and chase it around, and then I would step on it one day, and I would scream, and that would be bad.
While Neon is tending to their cats, I do want to thank our restreamer, Oscar424, our tracker, Ike here, the actual smart ones here, and also the very talented, very smart Neon Gray. This has been a lot of fun so far, and we are shaping up for a heck of a stretch run here.
Oh, you know what? A commentator is only as good as the person that they're on comms with. So you know what? If I'm doing good right now, it's because Sheep Launcher here is also just doing fantastic. An absolute joy. Make sure you follow, because that way you get to hear more of this. Do we know things? Do we not know things? Who knows?
Who knows? A black shirt from the trap chest. So Wewbear has now taken all 3 trap chests. Still no cane weapon. A protect ring and a black shirt from the first 2. But here's the chance to sneak some Bacchuses from the Mad Ogres.
Gotta cut them down to size and presumably drop them down to only 1.
Yes. But some mucho damage from that from that yawn. Casual 5200.
Claw, the myth, the legend, the charm claw. Now we get a small child to cry for the tiny ogre.
I don't know. I think it's kind of mean to make a tiny ogre cry.
It's true. I mean, do you think she might have gotten a bit of a bullying streak from having to deal with their brother all the time? It's possible.
6-year-olds can be so cruel.
They can? Great!
And Possum going back?
Gonna try and get a 4th crystal ring. I assume.
It's a crystal ring party. still short. And is going to rip everything off of Cecil to afford that last crystal ring.
Oh no, it's a life
The life
stat for
stat.
Porum.
A very nice stat stick. Will help that Porum heal up better. And
Meanwhile, Wewbear gets
the-
one for free. Amazing.
What a seed. Just a masterpiece.
We crush the town of Mysidia. Cecil's still a menace.
So that Porum is with a sorcerer robe, with a life staff, with a crystal ring, as Plumeria Knight's pointing out. Really loaded for bear here.
Yeah, she's gonna be healing high, and she is very likely to survive anything Zeromus throws at her.
And both of our runners will be summoning the whale at the same time.
It's true. Unfortunately, I don't. Wewbear's really in trouble here.
Yeah, Wewbear is a check behind because Possumorpheus will check Cape Bahamut, and then Wewbear has to fight through two of the hardest bosses in the game and the giant.
Yeah, and again, there's still a chance that there is free bosses there, and we're gonna go there first.
Just a reminder that this is game one between Possumorpheus and Wewbear. Game two is on tomorrow night, same time, but it's going to be on Randomania. So be sure to check that. Whoever emerges from this is going to look to close out that the series tomorrow night. But you have to feel whoever ends up on the short end of this one is going to feel pretty hard done and is going to want to come back fighting.
Yeah, like, no matter what happens, I will be really surprised if this does not go to a game 3. These runners are very tightly matched, and as we can see here, like, it's only, like, a pretty... Like, it's a single routing decision that has created this much of a gap, so it is... You know, I will not be surprised to see if this goes to a game 3.
And not even a bad routing decision.
Yeah, like, it makes perfect sense to not go to Dwarf Castle immediately.
Yeah. The bevy of crystal rings that Possumorpheus has.
Oh no!
Oh! The Alt Gauntlet in the Element spot.
That's awful!
He has to take it. No choice now.
And CPU at Bahamut. That's also ugly.
Well, you were looking on the bright side, Neon. There were 3 bosses left. But really the most annoying bosses have been saved for the most necessary spots.
Yeah, looks like Possum is gonna do ye olde blink the attacker, and berserk all the rest. Or not go fast enough and just good luck with that.
YOLO.
It's full YOLO mode.
Wewbear getting a little bit of a second grind.
Yeah, like at 10 key items, a full XP off of this, he's just gonna breathe on this CPU and it'll go down.
Possumorpheus just betting on outspeeding the Globe 199s. Knows they one shot, but you only get a couple of them at a time before the CPU resets itself, and is going way faster than the CPU can react.
Yeah, and oof.
Wewbear threw his third fight, I believe. 2 more to go.
One of the meanest fights in this pack, the Lone D Machine. Casting fire very quickly. Right now we're anchored off an edge, which normally I really approve of that. You can... No, we're not anchored off an edge. This is the hero. I'm smart. I know video games.
Yeah, you got it.
Look, since I got knocked out in the qualifiers, I haven't really played this flag set. I play Mystery. I get to change my anchor at will, usually.
That is one of the cool things about this flag set is the Sea Hero flag. It's really it hasn't been introduced in tournaments before. It's really something for runners to adjust to and work around. It's really added a new dimension. I think that's been a real success for these flag sets.
Yeah, like I honestly really like this flag set. Like you really need to know how fights handle with under different circumstances and under different agility situations, because sometimes you are anchoring off an edge and you don't like that if you're a lot of players. And Possum is through on the CPU, gets a gold apple. Is Porum going to get snackies?
Always good to get a celebration snack, but Possumorpheus has his crystal and is going to make the long walk.
He hasn't given Porum her lunch.
Porum would probably want Lunchables anyway.
That sounds like a Palom thing.
Wewbear is through that alt gauntlet.
And now we're gonna see who's at CPU, and also who's waiting on the moon to be turned away. Oh, it's you.
Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Mylon and friends.
And that's a duplicate Kane. You like him? No. Possum!
You want me back? You want me back? I'm just gonna keep showing up until you take me back. That's bad romantic comedy behavior, Kane.
Kane just needs to realize that he likes both Cecil and Rose.
Possum says no to Kane once again and will start to make the walk. No more trapped chests. Possum's got the levels to deal with Z. Got 2 Zerk casters. Has his Young has really good HP. I don't know what level his Cecil is, but he should feel confident.
Yeah.
And that Cecil has a crystal ring, which increases his agility by 5, so I'm sure Possum has that figured out. Meanwhile, Wewbear is slogging through this Mylon. Not difficult, but annoying and slow.
Yeah. Like, this is not a hard fight, but it's also not a fight you want to be in. Mylon gives the cry that we all make every morning.
Bye. Possum, meanwhile, tried to do a little push B to jump action. Push B to jump flag, not on.
It's good that he checked that it didn't accidentally get turned on. I mean, well...
You never know what Asuka might do to you.
Yeah.
A duplicate edge waiting at the end of the giant. But, Neon, there's a question we gotta ask as Possumorpheus walks down this glass hallway.
Is it bedtime?
Why do you always ask that?
I'm sleepy.
You know what happens to the first kid at the sleepover.
Look, maybe I like slasher movie very.
Well, Possumorpheus is going to stare down the big bad guy at the end. You can't move Zeromus around, but we do give Zeromus a makeover. Well, I say we, like I have anything to do with it. It's all our art director, Scala Kitty, and the various sprites, various and myriad, 500 or so now? Anyway, there are a lot of...
It's a million, yeah.
There are a lot of them, and so the question we ask is, whose butt are we going to kick tonight?
How many butts are there?
Are they cute butts?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many questions. What can change the nature of a butt?
I mean, if you want to get metaphysical with it, what is butt?
Yes. And I guess here, what changes the nature of a butt is, in fact, the crystal.
Yes. The crystal reveals the true nature of the butt.
And it is... You know what? It's been so long. Do you have any Agama facts?
I have nothing. I have absolutely no frame of context for this.
Okay, that is the Agama, a monster from Final Fantasy 1. One of the most efficient XP grinds you can have. Used, I believe, in the speedrun. I know definitely, if you're playing the rando, that is one of those encounters you are keeping an eye out for to be able to have that, reliable source of XP on one of your trap tiles.
There you go.
And, because you spend a lot of time grinding Agamas, you gotta come up with facts about them. Here's a fact. Did you know that Agamas are a real lizard in real life? That's a real fact.
See, I thought Agamas were what my grandmother always accused us of giving her when we annoyed her too much. Oh, that was Agata.
I mean, there's many things. The nature of the Agama is as myriad as the nature of the Zeromus.
Here's an Agama fact. Agamas were the inspiration for the Frank Zappa song Baby Snakes.
It's true. And Agamas, of course, were also inspired by TurboGrafx 16 classic game Newtopia.
Oh, yeah, and Agamas did make a return appearance in the classic Atari game River Raid.
Yes. And Wewbear gets his crystal. This fight looks well in hand under on Possum's side. Setting the facts aside for a moment, we've got big hits coming out.
Yes.
Wewbear's hoping for a wipe. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, the slashes are coming in heavy, they're coming in fast for Possum, and it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Like we've got the levels to just take this Agama back to school where it can resume dispensing facts to all. And yeah,
and that's really where it wants to be anyway.
Yes. Yeah, it is extremely. He's doing a nerf, but that's more of a swag nerf.
Yeah, I think he just wants Tella to be able to help. Make the old man feel important.
Wow, another Big Bang actually came out. That's actually really surprising with the numbers that this fight is pulling. But will he win before Kodiak Bear's HP runs out?
It'll be a race Well, not anymore.
There's the
Rocks
victory
on top.
fireworks. Yes. Back row completely evades them.
Yep. And considering that the party rock was what really springboarded Possumorpheus's race here, it's appropriate that rocks come out. And Possumorpheus takes down the Agama and takes game 1.
And I hear the telltale sound of someone joining this voice channel. Is that our Possumorpheus?
I'm sorry, your Possumorpheus is in another castle.
I don't think so. Possumorpheus sounds like he's in this castle. GG.
Nope, I'm in a trash can. Thank you, though. GG to Wewbear.
Ah, well, I mean, you got your forge out of that trash can, so the trash pays off.
That trash made me super nervous because I had waited to do Sheila 1 and all of that for quite a long time. I faded a lot of the underground in favor of the overworld, and seeing that double there at Baron was like, that's really not good, because here I was planning on the Giant and planning on Cave Bahamut. Come to find out that that's exactly what happened to Wu because of good old Dwarf Castle. So that was a little unfortunate. I would have loved to see how close we'd have been if we were on the same path, because it sounds like from the race room we were very close.
Yeah, like extremely close. He's just pulling up to Zemus any second now on stream, and yeah, that one decision of Wewbear is to give a pass to Dwarf Castle. That's the one thing that put him behind you. Everything else, extremely similar, just a slightly different order of operations.
Yeah, very different order of operations. Actually,
yeah, actually, yes, because he went for that Shiloh quite early.
Yeah. I mean, I know Wu quite a bit. Wu is my mentor in this game above all others. You know, I learned a lot from a lot of people, but Wu is kind of my teacher. It's really cool. I got to face Dr. Cossack, who was one of my mentors last week, and Wu this week, who was my prime teacher, if you will, in this game. So I know things like, when I saw that Golbez at Baron Inn, I figure if Wu saw that, he wasn't going to touch it. And then when that eventually turned into the Earth Crystal and the Darkness Crystal, I was like, okay, I have some legs here. Wu's someone I don't think I can win against in a foot race, or at least not win reliably. So something like that was really kind of a confidence builder early on, to know that, okay, I think I have something he's probably not going to touch. I'm curious to see if it played out that way, but that was kind of my read on the situation, knowing how he likes to go fast.
Yeah, well, I will save you the answer to that one then, because I think you'll find it interesting.
I believe so as well. One of the curious decisions you made is taking that Tela in the Tower of Zot and ditching that cane. What was your thought process behind that? We know there wasn't much in the way of cane weaponry. Was it that simple?
I wanted a second Berserker. I didn't want to take the time to steal Bacchus wines. If all Tela ever does in his Aromas fight is cast a single Berserk, that's more than Kane's going to do. I have the 3 Berserkers I need. Yang with the 2 Cat Claws I purchased. Edge with all of the good gear. Power Shirt, Zeus Gauntlet, Mura, Ninja, Bandana, like he was loaded. And then Cecil, even with no gear, and I think he might have had a hat on, a headband and a light sword, still going to contribute 3,000. So... I also need a backup healer in case Porum decides to do Porum things and take a counter nuke and fall over. At least I still have Tela, who can act as a functional healer. And those crystal rings in the shop in Cole's Forge were exactly what I was looking for. I could not have hoped for a better shop there with the life staff and the crystal rings. It was just beautiful.
Great shop there, and yeah, that was about what I figured you were thinking with that drop there. Yeah, no, I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, it made perfect sense just to do that swap there. Wewbear did end up keeping his cane, did swing by to go grab a few wines. So that's, that and the Dwarf Fade are the 2 biggest differences, net differences. So that's... that's not much. So this was a really tight race. Great play from both of you guys.
Yeah, I definitely would imagine. So I know we're very evenly matched in recent history.
Yeah.
For the longest time, Wu was just dumpstering me, which, contrary to popular opinion, is not a place I like to be when it's involving the races for Free Enterprise. But Wu was just all over me for the longest time, and it made sense. I was an inferior version of him for a long time. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to be able to face him, happy to be able to run up against him, and really happy I was able to get the win tonight.
Yeah, no, it is always great to be able to see those measurable improvements in yourself. And yeah, like Wewbear's been around for a long time also, and yeah, he knows this game, and
Yes.
yeah, so coming up on that, in this case, claiming a win, one more to go to see if it can be you being the one who does the dumpstering. We'll see.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to it. I know game two is tomorrow at the same time. I don't know if it's going to be restreamed or not.
Yes,
But
it is.
all
It'll
right,
be
awesome.
Mania.
All right,
And
excellent.
and speaking of game two, I just wanted to ask, not to give away any secrets, but does your strategy change a little bit with being up a game, or do you still trust your gut, make your plays?
Um, well, first of all, GG to Wewbear. I see him finishing up on screen.
GG
To
Wewbear.
answer the actual question, my ceiling and my floor are very close. I play a pretty conservative style. I think if I get too far away from that, I play into other folks' hands. So I think, especially against Wu, I already know if it's like a super jet or something like that, I'm disadvantaged. But if it's something that runs middle to long, I think I'm able to incrementally make up, gains on him, just because I have a very small, very narrow window where my range in this game is. Again, I'm not going to be the fastest, but I'm never going to be the slowest either.
Yeah.
So I think I just have to stick to that range, trust myself, and play my game. And I have two cracks at it. Wu's the one that he has to be the one to go through and make those tough decisions now. I think I just need to keep playing my game.
There you go. Well, you played a real heck of a game this evening. Neil Gray, do you have any other questions for Possumorpheus?
No, I think we are pretty good on any questions that remain will be answered by tomorrow, and how that race goes, which I will be back in the booth for that one. So get ready.
Excellent. Well, that's a nice little segue to me thanking you for being in the booth tonight, Neon, and also to Sheep Launcher. I look forward to watching this back, getting to hear y'all's amazing comms. Asuka, thank you for, I guess, completely doing away with your reputation for whatever it is. Rude Siege, Jet Siege, you just rolled something, really nice. So thank you to the race bot and to you for giving us a good, nice seed to play. And Ikir, thank you for keeping the buttons away from me during the race and not distracting me by pushing them appropriately. I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow on Randomania. GG again to Wewbear, and everybody have a great evening.
Yeah, once again, and
GG
best of
again.
luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And let's see here. We should be hearing from Wewbear any second now.
Yeah, Wewbear coming in second place with a time of 128.06. A really good race, a really good time, just second best on this particular occasion.
Yeah, like that's yeah, like literally just a 6-minute gap.
It was that all gauntlet?
Yeah,
It was
that's
that giant.
it's exactly the old gauntlet. And
But I said this before, but a whale of a race, really well executed. Wewbear knew what he wanted to do the entire time and conducted it very well. Certainly nothing to hang his head over. And if you're not if you're not here for game two tomorrow, you better be in jail.
yeah, like yeah. Looks like Wewbear should be along shortly. Like, yeah.
Well, while we have the chance, let's.
Oh, there we go.
Here he is. Wewbear, GG's.
Hello, GG's. Thank you.
Hey, GG. Great play on that scene, but, oof, so much weight coming onto that, skip dwarf. Is that gonna change anything about how you route tomorrow?
No, I'll just go with whatever I feel like the seed is sending me. I mean, I had tower key, so like tower made sense, and
Yes, yeah.
then I get go mode for that, so it's like, why do dwarf? You know?
Absolutely. The call made perfect sense. Just 6 minutes too slow and 6 minutes left.
Yeah, we were wondering in the booth because we had the benefit of knowing everything, but you had one key item left to forge, and you had to complete Cape Bahamut and Giant. Did you ever think about fishing anywhere for that key item, or did you were you committed to that go mode as soon as you got it?
No, I was committed to the go mode. It seems risky to fish. In this case, obviously it wasn't, but I was pretty comfortable with my team. I was pretty strong, so I wasn't too worried about Giant. Alt Gauntlet is probably the worst thing, obviously, for time-wise, but I wouldn't have had like difficulty killing anything up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. Dwarf had the forge, and yeah, that's that.
I was just thinking there, if you had been at, like, say, 9 key items, I was thinking, maybe try and grab one more to get to 10, swing by dwarf, but no, you had to get 10.
Yeah, 9 key items, I probably would have popped my head in dwarf and seen what's what, but that's not how it worked out, sadly.
Oh well, that's just how it goes. Sometimes you just
it's fine.
Yeah.
I felt like I played well, and I don't mind. I'd rather lose to like someone else, not lucky, but get like better routing than me just playing poorly. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and you certainly didn't play poorly.
Yeah, and fantastic play from both of you. Just like watching you set up your first swoon on that first siren. Just going back and forth, going now, know what? Berserk. Like, that was actually really nice to watch.
Thank you.
It's because it's like, I know I sat there trying to go like, now? No? Yeah.
I was looking for a better edge weapon, but after I saw the assassin dagger in Tamra, I'm like, good enough. That'll get me through some eggs. That'll do.
Yeah.
What was forged, by the way?
Caliburn.
Oh, it's the not good one. All right.
Yeah. The Excalibur.
Yeah, slightly less salty about that, so that's good.
Yeah. No, you both have the same light sword.
What about my top of tower play though? No one mentioned that so far. Pretty impressive.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yes, the Odin. That was gorgeous.
All planned, I assure you.
So,
did you also plan the chocobo that Possum rolled?
No, sadly, that's beyond me.
That is so good.
No, the play we were really marveling at was how you went from the Dr. Luque fight straight into the Golbez fight in the Baron Inn with the poison already applied.
Yeah, that was something. That's like, oh yeah, you planned that one too.
Well, that one, after I saw the Luque, I did plan it, but yeah, obviously, before that, I was trying to figure out how I could do that efficiently without wasting too much time.
Yeah, because that's an ugly check, and Possum called you exactly, like clocked you right. He's like, Wewbear's not going to do that right away, and then he did it right away, and that's.
Yep, I famously dislike Golbez, least favorite boss fight by far. Especially in that spot, in the first spot, where it only has 400 HP, and it's like, just let me smack you once, please.
Yeah, it's such a bad spot for him. Like, I don't mind him in a lot of spots, but there it's like, and I've got places to be.
Yeah, you don't know what's coming up next. It could be bad. You're only gonna have 2 characters probably, so you can't really do it super early. It's just horrible.
Yeah. And Mom Bomb there, gross. Like, that's one of my least favorite places for Mom Bomb to show up, just because you're gonna go there usually early-ish, and she's very bad if you go there early-ish, and it's, ugh.
So, real quick from me is this is your first loss in the bracket stages. This is the first time you've had your back up against the wall. Does that change how you're going to approach the seed tomorrow? Does it kind of affect what you're going to be thinking?
No. If you start getting into that, then you start making bad decisions, and I mean, sometimes they pay off, but they're like gambles for a reason, right? Like they're low percentage plays. So I just play how I play, and hopefully do things efficiently and quickly. And, yeah.
Confidence in your gameplay. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, do you have anything?
Good.
Yeah. Do you have anything else for Wewbear?
You know what? I think we're pretty well covered, so I will just have to say, yeah, I will see you again tomorrow, and good luck to you and to both of you.
Thank you.
Open for Game 3.
And Game 4, maybe?
Maybe.
soon?
I mean,
No.
that's on you guys.
Nobody's hoping for that. Just because I don't want any mods mad at me.
Fair enough. Thank you, everyone, though. GG's to Possum. Thank you for the commentating and the pushing buttons and the levers and whatnots. You guys are all awesome.
You as well, Wewbear.
Goodbye.
Well, we do have another full day of round of 16 action for you tomorrow. Blue Cat Loach versus Pushwall at 4 p.m. Eastern on Free Enterprise. At 8 p.m. Eastern on Free Enterprise, it's Solaris versus Night Dew. On Randomania, as we mentioned, with Neon Gray in the commentary booth along with Alicel, Game 2 of Possumorpheus versus Wewbear. And then at 11 p.m. Eastern, the nightcap, you can join me and Tybalt to the Martin Broadcloak versus Zilch, which it's a full day of action. You don't want to miss any of it.
And it starts early tomorrow, so you know what? Check your schedules and get ready to watch and spend your whole evening watching some Free Enterprise.
I can't think of a better way I'd want to spend my Wednesday night. Once again, thanks to Oscar424, our restreamer. Thanks to Ikir, our tracker, for doing an amazing job. And Neon Gray, it's always a pleasure to do this with you.
Thank you kindly. And yeah, I do believe we are pretty much done here. So
yeah, we'll send you over to Moonblaze Wolf. He's playing some Free Enterprise bingo. What?
yeah, this should be interesting. Let's all head over and let's poke our nose all up in his chat and see what's going on. Just remember, no spoilers for the race. We have a team of armed bonkers that are ready to deliver the bunk to anyone who does such a terrible thing as spoil things.
Yeah, but we'll all go and say hi. And until next time, so long.